stock. Technicals to watch from here. Today it's up 11.5%, and they pretty much did very, very good earnings report last night, and that's the fundamental reason why this stock is up from 180 all the way to $200 levels. So $200 level is a resistance. That's where it's sitting. So let's watch. So after going public, this stock, I think it opened at 145, I think, the IPO price, but don't quote me on that one. Let's go back and see exactly what that level was. So yeah, opened around 145. IPO, like pre-IPO price, they were saying like it was $80, but after going public, all-time highs was $220. All right, and after that it sold off to 130, stayed in this range, and we all know that pandemic and all that stuff, but they did very, very well. All right, despite all that, they did super well. And here are the levels. Basically, if you look at this chart, okay, this is a weekly chart, right? On a weekly chart, every $10 from here is a resistance. So we have 200, 210, 220. Above 220, I think there's no resistance at all, so it can just keep going. At the moment, market capitalization of Airbnb is 125 billion, and I think this report was a positive report because they turn into positive EPS, earnings per share. So that's the excitement, and it could be multi-day runner also. But I'm personally not exposed to Airbnb at the moment, but I was watching for this breakout of 180, and it did gap over that, and it's pushing higher now. So I don't have options as well, so I'm not trading it. I'm not biased, but looks very, very bullish from here. If you look at the moving averages, it's above all of its moving averages, above 100-day, above 50-day, and even I think it has already been 200 days, right? Since it has been trading. So 200 days showing up right here at the 170s levels as well, 166. So let's take a look at the option market, and I'll show you one thing on Airbnb as well. So I was very, very surprised a couple days ago to see that you could have no property and still manage to make money off Airbnb by providing all kinds of services, rentals. We know like that's their main core business, like a property, right? But I was surprised to see the services experiences. So basically people out there can post their service, such as like if you're new to the city, there's someone who can just walk with you and you pay for that. And then there's also online experiences. I think my computer is a bit slow, but there's a guy basically walking in Italy and live streaming his walk, and there's hundreds of people watching it and paying $10 for that. That's crazy. So that's how they're capitalizing. There's so many things. Like you can just go through the website and you will be amazed what people are selling on Airbnb. What kind of experiences, what kind of services. I thought it was just, I have rented many times, but I have never used those kind of services, and I was pretty amazed. So they're killing it. They're doing very, very well. Okay, call volume, 250,000 calls were traded and 50,000 puts were traded. Clearly more call activity today on Friday. It's been only a couple hours since market opened. And if we take a look at I'm just interested what people are betting on. Like what's the popular strike? We know that implied volatility is a bit higher right now because they just reported earnings. And I do think that it can give you opportunity to enter. It can maybe pull back after going so much in the next week or two, or maybe by the end of the year. But if it breaks out of $220 levels, I think it can run pretty big. And for me, it's not a big deal that the stock is $125 billion stock. I mean, the service, I mean, the whole industry is so big. If they capture even small chunk of it, I mean, they can easily be worth in the next 5 years 500 billion or maybe even $1 trillion company. Why not, right? So I'm not scared of that. And also, let me take a look at the option activity today, what people are betting on. So looks like short term people are buying 180, 195, 190 calls in the money. And there are some people who are betting 250, 220, 220 for next year. So 220 is a resistance, so makes sense why people are buying. Maybe they're even selling this call if they have shares. So January 220 calls, 250 calls, 255 for November. That's very crazy. But yeah, longer terms are over 200. People are betting to the upside, and shorter terms for November's are mainly 180, 195, 190, those strike prices. So definitely option activity today is bullish, and this is the first day of this pop. And also Airbnb is known for these sharp drops when it pops like this big. That's why I'm saying, okay, we might be able to see some pullback to participate, but I'm not chasing it here, even though it can keep going all the way to 220 maybe in the next 2-3 weeks. But that's what's up, and that's what I have to say about Airbnb. I hope you guys liked it, and I will see you in the next one. So it's not more detailed, but anyways, that's the video for Airbnb. I will see you in the next one. Take care. Peace.